Like they just.
No, I'm just gonna say this. Fuck AMC. First they check our IDs, and then the employees start laughing at us. Just because we're not 17 and we're not old enough to watch an R-rated movie. We're 16. Yeah, it's not 17, but I'm pretty sure we're mature enough to handle a movie like Predator. And the employees just dead ass start looking and laughing at us, and the managers do so. I'm pissed. I don't know why AMC is treating their fucking customers like that, especially when we're buying concessions. We're buying a fucking IMAX ticket. I don't get the point. Alright guys, so this is going to be a quick and a short review for the movie The Predator, which I did see in IMAX, and I did kind of rant a little bit about how they didn't let us in. We had to get an adult to get us in. It was a mess, but it's not the part of the employees actually doing their jobs that pissed me off, because they're doing their jobs. I understand that. What did piss me off was their attitude that they had towards their customers. That's what pissed me off. So just, I guess, a quick rant that I kind of had there. But anyways, we're here to talk about the new Predator movie, which is a reboot, and it is directed by Shane Black. Basically, in this movie, we have this all-new Ultimate Predator that all of a sudden just kind of comes to Earth, with a spaceship, and it's a newer version of the older Predator, and this one's more badass, and it just has more skills and all that. And it's not only hunting down some humans, but it's also hunting down the older version of the Predator, or at least for a small chunk of the movie. Now, story-wise, this movie is kind of a mess, because I just don't think that this movie is perfectly structured. Now, I see where they wanted to go with this movie, and especially with director Shane Black on board with this movie. I definitely see where they wanted to go with this movie, because basically what they want to do with this movie is give us their version of the Predator with a more comedic tone, Shane Black type humor. And to a degree, it kind of worked, and at the same time it kind of didn't work, because there were a lot of points in this movie where it's kind of trying to take itself serious, but at the same time you just can't really take it serious, because they have to crack a joke in between every line or every action scene, or have to make some gesture or something like that. And the comedy does end up working sometimes. Sometimes the comedy just falls flat on its face. And the first 45 minutes of the movie, which is mainly kind of the structure of the movie, were a huge mess for me. I wasn't really enjoying myself all that much. For the first 40 to 45 minutes of the movie, I was kind of getting bored, and it just kind of felt kind of cheesy, and it felt old. It felt like it's been done before. I wasn't a huge fan of those first 40 to 45 minutes, but after that, the movie, luckily, all of a sudden it just boosted up, and it got really entertaining, really fun. These characters, they got actually a lot of the characters in this movie are assholes, but they are likable assholes. And that's what I kind of like about this movie, making you care for characters that aren't really good guys, but at the same time they're not really bad guys. Some of the actors in this movie, the main guy, Boyd Holbrook, I'm looking through my computer right now, he was a pretty good actor in this movie. Keegan Michael Key, Sterling K. Brown was barely in the movie, and his part in the movie really kind of disappointed me, honestly. But Olivia Munn, she was good in this movie, and Jacob Tremblay wasn't all that bad in this movie. Not one of his better performances, probably in his weaker performances, but he was okay in this movie. And everybody else is it just looks like this cast was a lot of fun to work with, and they are the main reason kind of why I kind of enjoyed this movie, and they kind of ran the movie for me. There are some extremely entertaining action scenes in this movie that of course involve the Predator, ripping bodies apart, stabbing people. Those parts of the movies were actually kind of awesome, if I'm being quite honest with you, and that's where I started enjoying myself. And I see the direction that the director wanted to approach for this movie. Again, it did have that comedic tone, and for the first 40 minutes it didn't really work, but after that it kind of worked for me. So in a way, I guess what I'm saying is that The Predator is a movie that I did enjoy. I don't think that it's a good movie exactly, but it's not exactly all that terrible, although I do see why people are calling this a bad movie, but I don't think it's that terrible of a movie. It's guilty pleasure fun. What else can I say? The Predator is a movie that I would recommend seeing on a matinee or discount day, and with that being said, I'm going to give The Predator a B-. I can't really take this movie serious when the movie itself wasn't exactly taking itself serious too much as well, with the comedic tone, but it's a really fun movie. I enjoyed myself. Again, not a great movie, not a terrible movie. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed this movie as well. In fact, all my friends that I saw with this movie, they really had a kick out of this movie, and it was a really fun experience in IMAX. It was really loud, and it worked. So yeah, if you guys seen The Predator, or if you guys even cared to see it, because according to the box office, it didn't make that much money, but if you guys did care to see this movie, what did you guys think about it? Tell me in the comment section down below. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.